I remember the day I arrived at that house like it was carved into my bones. I had come from Haiti not long before, a girl with a nursing diploma, strong arms, and a heart raised to honor elders. The agency told me I'd be taking care of a wealthy woman named Mrs. Delqua who lived in a large estate by the lake. They didn't tell me about her sons, but I would learn soon enough. When I arrived, the house looked cold, not because of the white marble floors or the tall ceilings, but because there was no warmth in the air. It was the kind of house where footsteps echoed and secrets hid inside. "Hello? I'm here for Mrs. Delqua." A thin voice from upstairs answered Mrs. Delqua.
Come, dear, come up.
I found her lying in a beautiful bedroom. She smiled when she saw me.
You must be the girl from Haiti. They said your name is Marie.
"Yes, ma'am. I am here to care for you."
Good. I've been waiting for someone with a heart.
She didn't explain that yet. I didn't ask. I just began my work. Her sons, Ethan and Luke, were nowhere that first day. But I heard their voices before I saw them. Loud, careless, arrogant.
Mom, I need the black card again. I'm going out tonight. And I need the car keys. The BMW, not the cheap one.
Their mother's voice was too tired to argue. But then they saw me.
Oh, the maid's here.
I am the caregiver.
Same thing.
They didn't shake my hand. They didn't ask my name. They didn't even look at their mother. They grabbed what they wanted and left laughing. The door slammed. I remember turning to her and gently adjusting her pillow. "Are they always like that?" She exhaled like someone who had held grief for a lifetime.
Yes, and I blame myself.
That was the first night I knew my role would be more than medications and housekeeping. She didn't just need help living, she needed help being seen. Weeks passed and the sons stayed the same. Their racism started small, little comments like insects buzzing around your ear. One morning while I was preparing oatmeal, Ethan looked at my hands.
Those hands look like they've done farm work. Figures.
Hands that work are hands to be proud of. He laughed in my face, but it got worse. One night, they brought some girls home and drank until the house smelled like alcohol and sweat. They puked on the marble and then yelled at me to clean it.
Hey, Marie, Haiti girl, mop that up. You're used to dirty floors anyway.
He tossed a rag toward my feet like I was a dog. Their mother called weakly from her room that night.
Marie, come sit with me, please.
I sat beside her and held her hand. She cried, not loud, but with the sound of a heart breaking softly.
I gave them everything. I raised them to have the world, and they became this.
They do not see your love, but I do. She squeezed my hand.
Maybe that is why you were sent here.
Months went by. I stayed by her side through long nights of pain. I massaged her shoulders when she couldn't sleep. I read to her. We prayed together. I learned her favorite tea flavor. I learned she loved the piano but hadn't heard it played in years. So I played for her. When I played, she smiled like sunlight returning. Meanwhile, her sons continued their selfishness. They used her cars like rentals, took her money, ignored her existence. Not once did they ask about her pain. Not once. One morning, I found her crying again after overhearing them outside her door.
Once she's gone, bro, we're set. No more stress. Yeah, man. We'll finally get to enjoy the estate. I'm going to Ibiza first thing. She better not drag this out too long.
They were laughing. She was dying. When she passed, it was quiet. I held her hand until it grew still. Her eyes closed peacefully. I cried for hours. Not because she was my employer, but because she had become my family. The sons were notified. They didn't even come home. They only asked,
So, can we get access to the accounts now? We kinda need it ASAP.
The funeral came. They wore expensive suits and fake tears. They didn't speak about her life. They asked where the lawyer was. I kept my silence. Until the lawyer arrived with the will. He opened a laptop and played a video. There she was, alive, composed, powerful.
My sons, if you're watching this, then I am gone. And no, don't pretend to cry, I won't believe it anyway.
Their faces froze.
You have shown me nothing but disappointment. I overheard your conversations. You plan to enjoy my money, my homes, my cars, without having worked for any of it. You spoke about me as if I were a burden waiting to be moved.
She looked straight into the camera.
So I made my decision. Everything I own, my estates, my accounts, my investments, my cars, will go to Marie, who cared for me with love when my own children did not.
Ethan stood up so fast his chair flew backward.
What? That black girl? This is a joke. This is some scam. She manipulated her.
The lawyer raised a hand.
The will is legally verified and protected. It is final.
Both sons erupted. Anger, threats, screaming. But the law did not bend. I inherited everything. For a week I lived in fear. Because I knew those boys would not accept that fate. And I was right. The first attempt came one evening when I went to start the car. The brake line had been cut. The mechanic said one word.
Sabotage.
The second attempt was poison in the soup delivery they pretended was a peace offering. I didn't eat it. I fed it to the stray cat outside. The cat died. After the second attempt on my life, I was done being quiet. I installed cameras in every hallway, motion sensors in the backyard, and I even rigged my bedroom door with a special electric shock system, just strong enough to send someone to the floor, not kill them. And I adopted 2 big dogs from the shelter, Zeus and Hera, huge, loyal, and trained to protect. So when the third attempt came, baby, I was ready. Late one night I heard it, the sound of glass cracking downstairs. Footsteps, whispers. They were wearing black masks like they thought this was Mission Impossible and not 2 idiots go to jail. One of them whispered,
Once we get rid of her, everything is ours again. Don't mess this up.
I almost laughed, but I stayed quiet. I heard them coming up the stairs. They tried my bedroom door. The moment Ethan grabbed the doorknob, electricity shot through his whole body. He convulsed like he was dancing to techno music at a club. Then, boom, he collapsed flat on the floor. Luke screamed,
Bro? Oh my God, bro?
He tried to run. But the moment he turned the corner, my dogs were waiting. Zeus let out a growl that said, Try it, I dare you. Hera jumped in front of the stairs, blocking his escape. Luke froze. Hands up. Voice cracking like a cartoon character.
Nice doggy. Good girl, please don't eat me.
Meanwhile, I woke up slowly like a Disney villain. Oh, what's going on here? A home visit? How thoughtful. I called the police, calm as tea. When the officers arrived, they searched the house and then the brothers' car outside. Inside the trunk, rope, duct tape, knives, a printed map of the estate, a handwritten note that literally said, Get rid of Marie first. These men didn't just plan murder. They planned it like kindergarten homework. One of the cops looked at me like,
Ma'am, I don't know whether to arrest them or give you a security job.
The lawyers came in later and checked their phones. Inside were even more messages.
Once she's gone, everything reverts to us. She's just a servant. No one will suspect us. Mom owed us. We deserve it.
They had documented their own conspiracy. Fools. In court, I sat quietly while they shouted and begged and pointed fingers. The judge did not waver.
You attempted manslaughter. You conspired to commit inheritance fraud. You threatened the beneficiary of a legal will. The court sentences you both to 14 years in state prison.
Ethan screamed. Luke fainted. I didn't smile, but I did breathe. Now, I sit in the sunroom, the lake shining outside the window. I drink the tea she loved. I play the piano she missed. I take care of her garden. In the evenings, I talk to her portrait. Rest now. Your home is full of love again. And sometimes, I hear her voice say, Thank you, Marie. But look, y'all, if you made it to the end of this story, you better like the video. Do you know how long I wrote? My fingers need lotion, okay? Subscribe and like before I come to your house and cut your brake lines. Kidding. Kidding.